and menu, I want to move you. Maybe I don't want, oh, there you go. Let's put you in the corner. Okay, so here's what. We're going to do the exact same thing, and here's what I want you to realize. We got to have a magical number that's going to get rid of all the numbers in the denominator. We got to include any single guy letters that need to be canceled, and we need to include any married guy letters that might need to go, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for that magical number that clears everyone out. So on this bad boy, when we're doing this guy, he needs to have he needs to make sure that we're going to clear out not just the 3, but the K as well. So our magical number, if we wanted to do something a little bit magic, our magical number on this one is 3K. That's what we're going to give to everyone, right? Because that's going to be the one thing that's going to get rid of everyone. Because if I give it to one, I got to give it to everybody. So I'm going to give this dude a 3K. I'm going to give this dude a 3K, and I'm going to give this dude a 3K. And once everyone has it, then we are good to go. We're going to cancel anything on the bottom with anything on the top, and we want those bottoms to completely disappear. So that 3 is going to go with this guy, and I'm going to be left with a K. So I'm going to get 1K. Yay. This dude is going to go with this guy, so I'm going to be left with a 3, and that 3 is going to hook up with the 2 and make a 6. And then finally, this whole 3K goes with this whole 3K, because that's the magic of it, is it should get rid of everybody. So we're left with 13. I'm going to move the 6 over because this can't get any easier. K equals 7, and that is it. That's it, right? So what we're going to remind ourselves is that we got to get rid of the numbers and the letters, married guys and single guys, right? So that's our first baby one, nice and easy. Stepping up our game a little bit here. So we got to be careful on this, guys. We need to come up with that magical number. I'm going to call it the MN, the magical number. The magical number on this one has to have a number that will get rid of 3 and 2, and it will get rid of all the V's. So does anyone have a guess at what that magical number might be? 6, say it. Yeah, awesome. Because my other kids in the first period wanted to say 6V, but it's got to be a 6V squared. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it like that for a reason. And the reason I'm going to write it like that is it's going to make it easier for me to do the canceling. Can you make it V squared? Is that like the grown-up way to do it? Yes. Am I a grown-up? No. So I'm ready to start my problem, but you know me. I don't like that minus, right? You don't have to do this. I've been saying this all year, but I promise you, if you do that, you'll make less mistakes, right? Just remember that minus is really attached to that 1. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this guy a 6VV, and this guy a 6VV, and this guy, I'm going to put him like this, a 6VV. And you're going to see why I'm going to do that in a second. The reason I'm doing that is because here's what happens. The 3 makes that guy a 2, and I lose one of the V's. So what I'm left with is 2V, and 2V times 4 is going to be 8V. Are we good? So you got that? Does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Now on the next one, I'm going to get rid of this V with this V. Again, could I have done that by using V squared? Sure. But if you're like me and it's just easier to see, that's totally cool. Be careful. It's going to be -1 times 6 or -6V. Are we good? Now our last one, here's what's nice. The V's all go away. Yay. The 2 goes into 2 once, and it goes into there 3 times. Do me a favor real quick before I do it. Do a little baby distribution there. Make sure that you know what you're doing on that guy. It's not just a 3. It will be a 3V plus 6. Are we okay? Okay. Now, guess what? We're back to Algebra 1. So easy. 8V take away 6V is going to be 2V equals 3V plus 6. How you do it from here is up to you. Some people want to move the 2V. Some people want to move the 3V. It really doesn't matter to me. You guys are pros at this. We've been doing this literally all year. So here's what I've got. I'm going to get -1V equals 6. but I remember I want b not to be negative, so I'm going to divide by -1. -6. How's that look? Yeah. Okay, here's one for you to try. I'm going to walk around and help people who need it. Give this one a try. I am going to make one hint for you. La la la, yeah. Magical number, 2n. Give it to everyone. Let me see how you do. Give this one a shot. And when you get an answer you like, share it with your neighbor. And if they get it wrong, please, please, please make fun of them because that's always fun. I'm kidding. Don't write that down. That was quick. Got it. Yeah, you're gonna have a freaky answer. Yeah, you're gonna get a freaky answer. That's totally fine. Yeah, don't let the fact that it's a freaky answer fool you. 2n is my magical number. I'm gonna give that to everybody. Karen did a beautiful job. She just didn't trust herself because she got an answer that wasn't nice. And sometimes that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get 6 right there. I'm gonna cancel the 2 and the 2, and I'm gonna get plus -1n. And the n's go over here. I'm gonna do a little bit of baby distribution. 2n minus 10. Yeah, I don't love the fact that on this side I'm going to get -3n. Sorry, not negative 2. I knew that. You were testing me. So here's what I'm going to get. 6 plus -3n equals -10. I'm going to move the 6 over. Sure, I've got some negatives. I'm not loving that. And I am going to get -3n equals -16. And then I just divide by -3, divide by -3. Yeah, 3 doesn't go into 16, and that's okay. You can leave it. Just do me one favor. Cancel those negatives. So 16 over 3. I'm not going to tell you they're all going to work out nice on tonight's homework, but they're not going to be anything scarier than that, and you don't have to mess with that. Okay, we're going to step up our game a little bit because you know that's how we lobster things around here. This guy's going to get a little weird. Let me see if I want to go to one before then. No, let's do this one. Do I want? Actually, you know what I think I want to do? Sorry, people at home. We're going to do this one. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little dicey here. So 2 things might happen. One is I'm going to need to know who's going to be in my magical denominator. I also know sometimes couples are hiding, right? So before I start this problem, I need to go over here and I need to factor it to see if there are any hiding couples in there. So when you get problems that look like this, or problems that look like this, or problems that look like this, you're going to want to factor in the beginning to find your hiding people, right? So let's start right here. I'm going to be able to take out an x, and I'm going to be left with x plus 4. Now here's where this gets a little dicey and weird, but you can do this. In my magical denominator, I need to include everyone, single people and married couples. Remember, married couples can't cancel with single people. So in my magical denominator, I'm going to need a single guy X, and I'm going to need a married couple X plus 4. Does that make sense, right? People kept saying in first period, why can't you just use X plus 4? And I said, well, because the X and the X plus 4 can't cancel because they're married. So you need to include everybody. So everyone's going to get X and X plus 4, and X and X plus 4, and X and X plus 4. I had a really smart girl. Hey, don't. I'm taping, so do what you need to do. I had a really smart girl in my other class say, can't I just leave it like this? And I said, you can, but it's tricky to cancel that way. So I use it like this, dude. Does that make sense? Okay, Max, if you want to run to the bathroom, you can do that. Okay. So here we go. Is everybody ready? So let's do our canceling. This guy cancels with this guy. So I'm left with 4x plus 16. Did I lose anybody there? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Would it be 4x? Oh,
there you go. I love the way you talked yourself through that. Now on this guy, this is a mess. This is big, but look, the x cancels with this, and the married guy cancels with this guy. So I just have 1. Phew, thank goodness. Yes, you're good? Yeah, you can talk to him. You don't have to talk to me. And now finally the last guy, the outside guy cancels with the outside guy. Remember, because it's got to be single guys with single guys. So I'm going to get over here 5x plus 20. And now it really is just an algebra 1 problem. Kind of ugly algebra 1, but algebra 1 nonetheless. So we're going to say 4x plus 16 equals, I'm going to make that 5x plus 21. Are you guys cool with that? And now it's pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and subtract, move the x's together, and put the numbers together. You can do that however you like, right? You're pretty much professionals at this. I'm going to move this guy because I do not like negatives. So I'm going to get 16 equals 1x plus 21. And then I get my last little part, minus 21 minus 21. And I'm left with negative 5 equals 1x. Yeah. How did I do? Did I do okay? I think we're going to do one more and then I'm shutting up. I see you guys mock me. Okay, so here's what. I'm going to be using single guys and married guys, but sometimes the couples are hiding, right? I need to know where my couples are all hiding. So before we start this problem, I need to think about it, it's like some kind of weird party. I need to go over here and be like, okay, who are all the married couples that are right here? We've got actually two couples there. Who are they? 7. Yeah, and 7 and negative 7. So good. 7 and negative 7 are hiding in there. So here is my magical thing. My magical thing has to include every married couple. Everyone wants to be represented. So it's not just one or the other. I need to give everyone an x plus 7, x minus 7, and this guy gets an x plus 7, x minus 7. So the rule that you want to think about is you got to include, say that? I know. What is that? Oh, is that the protest? If I pause it, will it let that work? Is it going to keep working? Oh, it's so good. I'm like magical now. Okay, so let's wrap this bad boy up. The 7, or the x plus 7, is going to cancel this dude right here. So this guy cancels with this guy. Yay. So we're left with, careful here, 5x minus 35. And the x plus 7 goes here, and the x minus 7. That's our goal. We want a magical number that gets rid of everything. Because look, it looks so scary. That problem looked terrifying. And look how easy it is now. It is super, super easy. And we'll just finish this up, and I will wrap today up. 5x equals 45. X equals 9. Yay! The end. Woohoo! So here's what